Man, I really screwed the pooch on this one. I completely forgot to follow up my 250 subscriber Q&A special. A big reason why is actually because I've been dealing with file space on my phone. Because like if I don't have enough space to record the video, like halfway or 3/4 into the video, it will just stop the video, crash, and then I won't even have the first part of the video. The video won't work. But I've deleted a bunch of stuff now, so hopefully it should work now. All right, let's start with Patrick's question. Question or three questions. First question: who's my favorite OC I've made? Now that kind of depends on like which like collection of OCs you're talking about, because like I have a bunch of them. Like obviously like Isabelle is my favorite and all that, but then like Robin's my favorite, like what I consider to be the me OCs. In terms of my Wii Music Miis, Haru is definitely my favorite. Wii Sports, I'd say Eugene. Guilty Party, I'd go with Grant. And for Wii Sports Resort, I'd say probably either Orlando or Suzuko. Next question. What is the best remix or genre I've made in Wii Music? I say in terms of individual remix, I definitely think out of all the remixes I've made in recent times, the Hulko version of Fair Jaka is the one I listen to the most. And definitely in terms of my favorite genre, it's definitely either Hulko or Dream Island. Those two are definitely my favorites right now. Number 3, what's my favorite instrument in Wii Music? Now, despite the fact that I hold a clarinet in my profile picture, and the reason why I hold a clarinet in my profile picture is actually because I used to play the clarinet in elementary school, 5th grade. But in terms of my favorite instrument in Wii Music, it's definitely the accordion. That one definitely gives like the best sound in my opinion. I think that, and then I think maybe in terms of like my favorite percussion instrument, I'd probably have to go with the congas, just because of how versatile they are. There's a million different ways to play them, and they're all really good. Next question is from Libra Games. Who's my favorite OC I've created in Miitomo? I'd say it's probably like a 3-way tie right now between Shinji, Anika, and Destiny. Though I haven't shown off Anika or Destiny in a video yet, so I'm gonna have to make an updated Miitomo OC video. I think maybe I'd say Shinji is my favorite out of those 3, but yeah, I definitely really like Anika and Destiny too. But I'll have to make a video soon showing them off. Next questions are from Colin, aka Casey Was Here. Number 1, if I do ever find or end up buying a Wii U, what would I do with it? Now, I've been thinking about this for a while and as to what I would do if I owned a Wii U. And definitely there's one game that I know for a fact I would instantly buy if I owned a Wii U. That would be Wii Party U. Sorry, I forgot the name of it for a second, but yeah, Wii Party U. There's so many fun things in that game that I watched as a kid, and I'm still learning about new stuff about it to this day. So yeah, I definitely think out of all the games on the Wii U, Wii Party U would definitely be like the biggest priority to get if I owned one. Number 2, what's my favorite anime or TV show if I still watch TV shows anymore? I actually don't really watch TV or anime. I actually mostly just watch YouTubers. But in terms of any shows I've been watching a lot lately, I've been watching Mixels a lot lately. Because Mixels was the first ever, it was the first ever show I watched a lot and really enjoyed. That I had to deal with the fact that the show was getting canceled. Granted, a lot of shows were canceled before I Mixels, but Mixels was the first one that I was like really invested in. So yeah, that's probably my favorite TV show I'm rewatching nowadays. Of course, I also love stuff like SpongeBob. I'm rewatching my SpongeBob DVDs, as well as some old VeggieTales DVDs as well. But definitely, those are definitely some of my favorite TV shows. And in terms of anime, I've only really ever watched 3 in their entirety. Those being the Danganronpa anime, Ouran High School Host Club, and a third one that I cannot remember the name of. All I remember is that it was about these 3 high school girls, each one from a different high school, who got transported to a different world, in which they had to like fight monsters and like save this princess lady who was like trapped in something. But then it turns out that they ended up she wasn't trying to be freed. She was trying to get killed so that she could actually be with the villain, because they were actually in a relationship. And also, I also remember that I think the animal sidekick's name was Momoko. I could be wrong though, But yeah, that's also one that I watched a fair bit of. Mostly because I watched it with my sister Cassie, and man, I cried like a bitch at the end of that show. It was a heart wrencher. Question number 3: what's my favorite PC game? Now, the truth is, I really don't use my PC for gaming in any way whatsoever. I mean, there are like a fair number of games I have that I play on the PC. Most of them being fetish games, to be honest. But yeah, I don't really think I have a prime number 1. Like, I mean, Yume Nikki, it's fun. It's created a giant fan base for a reason, but it doesn't have that much replay value. Fingered, it's not much, but it's still fun. I even uploaded a video of it out to my channel. It's one of the least viewed videos I've ever posted. Next I have I have a bunch of fetish games. Some of which my PC just cannot run whatsoever, but like it used to be able to run them, but I don't know. But I actually do plan on trying to. I think if I can get it to work again, my favorite game would have to be Papa Louie 3 When Sundays Attack. Because I'm trying to figure out how I can get that game to work again, because I know Flash died years ago, and that game is a Flash game, but I downloaded it onto my PC, so I want to see if I can try to transfer that file over to a different PC to try to play it on there. Because it won't run on this one, and I know that like the other PC I have can run a lot of files that this PC cannot. So if I can do that, definitely Papa Louie 3 When Sundays Attack. And number 4, what's my favorite holiday? Now I often have like this idea that like the main 4 holidays are Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Halloween. A large reason for that, I'll actually explain right now, is that since I live at 2 different houses, my mom's house and my dad's house, every Easter I spend at my mom's house, every Thanksgiving I spend at my dad's house, but then I flip-flop between Halloween and Christmas. Though actually, nowadays it seems more like I actually get to spend Christmas at both houses. Like I'll wake up on Christmas Day at one house, and then I'll head over and go to bed at the other house during the same day. That's something I've often done, where it's like I would wake up at my mom's house, open the presents there, then my dad would pick me up. We would go to a relative's house to get the presents from there, and then we'd go back to his house, and at night I would open up all the presents that I have there, which is pretty cool. Anyways, back on topic. My favorite holiday is definitely Easter. That's definitely my favorite holiday, because especially just in terms of like the aesthetics. I mean, I love getting presents and all that, but with Easter, I love the aesthetic. I love the nice blue clouds, I love the nice blue skies, the luscious green grass. I love the pastel colors. Oh Jesus Christ! Sorry. My PC is acting a little bit weird, and it just brought up the video I was watching before I put this up. Actually, in case you wonder what that video was, it's one of Zach Scott Games' Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare videos. I've been wanting to make a Miitomo animation. I was only having one of those videos, but I need to figure out which episode it was. So, yeah, back on topic. I love Easter. I love the blue skies, the green grass, the pastel colors. I love like all just how happy it is, and how like especially like it isn't like super tied with like corporate whatever's. But yeah, that's definitely my favorite holiday, Easter. On to the questions from Blissy the Blackberry Koopa. Number 1, what's my opinion on being a MeTuber? Honestly, it's actually the best decision I've ever made in recent years. Because before I was a MeTuber, I actually focused a lot on my DeviantArt, constantly drawing stuff for there. But after I switched to being a MeTuber, I realized that, wait a second, I'm being completely used and abused on DeviantArt. Like, I have so many stories of people demanding free art, of people abusing my goodwill, of people abusing my how easy I am to give second chances and stuff. Like, I cannot tell you how many stories I have of that kind of stuff. And here's the main one that I always bring up is that when I was a DeviantArt artist, my literal at the time boyfriend told me that my art sucked. The person I was dating at the time told me that they thought my art wasn't good. So yeah, that's definitely why I prefer being a MeTuber now, because I feel like I'm way more loved and appreciated here, and I feel like the content I create is a lot more enjoyed by more people. I could go into an entire video talking about this, but I'll just leave it there because I want to move on before the phone crashes or something. Number 2, who's my favorite YouTuber? That's a good question. I guess in terms of like people I talk to on a regular basis, I think a package just arrived. Next, my favorite YouTuber that I like talk to so often is definitely Kosakura. I'm really good friends with Kosakura. Casey, Colin too, but he's not really a YouTuber that much anymore. So, in terms of a big name YouTuber that I like to watch a lot, good question. I really don't know. I'm constantly changing what YouTuber I'm watching the most because my interests just come and go and all that. So, that's a good question. Question number 3, which Wii Music toot is my favorite? When I first started playing the game, Bob was my favorite, but I think now it's actually Peter. I definitely think Peter's my favorite. I actually remember I drew a picture of him once for DeviantArt, but I got his pants color wrong because I didn't know Wii Music too well at the time, so yeah, that's something that happened. Alright, anyways, moving on to the other one. Oh yeah, I guess you can see a few of the people I'm subscribed to right there. Now, one more question. We've got a question from... Why does he keep looping this one video? Anyways, last question. Which saga would I want to see continue? The Wii Sports Saga or the Wii Party Saga? Honestly, I don't really care that much because I don't own a Switch and I have no intention of buying a Switch. I could go into an entire video explaining that too, but... to put it... I think out of the two, I'd probably say I want to see Wii Party go on longer because... Actually, for one thing, in case you didn't know, Wii Music is obviously my favorite game in the Wii series, but my second favorite is Wii Sports Resort, and then my third favorite is Wii Party. But I think I'd rather see Wii Party go on, simply because, like, when it comes to, like, I've noticed Nintendo seems a lot more, a lot more desiring of just constantly recreating Wii Sports, which I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't like the original Wii Sports. I don't think it's a fun game. I think definitely it's probably if I don't take into consideration the weight limits in the Wii Fit games, Wii Sports is definitely my least favorite game in the series. Yeah, I definitely think Wii Party because that one just has so much more going for it. And yep, that's all the questions that we have. Sorry that this took so long to upload. Once again, I had to deal with phone issues and all that. In regards to recording long videos, and I had to do a lot of work at deleting a lot of stuff on my phone. But yep, that's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed the Wii Music content I'm going to be producing in the future. Hope you enjoyed the Mii Tournament Remaster series, and I can't wait for 300 subscribers. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.